Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be reacting to ReZero Season 2, Episode 9. Holy hell, the last episode was probably, in my opinion, one of the best of the season so far. That's pretty close. I think that and maybe one other episode are really close, but we saw, I think, in my opinion, the most disgusting, drastic, harshest death I've seen in the show, and that's saying something. Those bunnies were entering and going inside Subaru, and it was just the most disgusting death I've seen that I can think of. It was horrifying. On top of it, his mental health just pretty much shattered to the point where it could have been really bad if he didn't. Now he's talking to Echidna. It could have been very, very bad without that. But I have to say, like, it's just, that was definitely one of the most dramatic, crazy deaths, like out of nowhere, unexpected deaths, I would say, when it comes to that. But we're just gonna go straight into this because I've been waiting. I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting all week for this one. Well, I kind of watched the other two late. I was behind on ReZero, so right when I finished 8, I wanted 9 immediately. And this is the first time all season, I would say, that I was dying to see the next episode to this extent. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out this show and all my other shows over on patreon.com/ajrich123. We also just started 7 Deadly Sins, so check that out on the channel as well, or you can check out the first 20 episodes over on Patreon as well. And let's go ahead and start. Throughout the show, these witches seem to be all different. So you can pretty much, okay, what I would think, you could die a million times then. There's no limit. So you can just constantly die. Why doesn't it let him go back further then? Oh. So she's only worried about him and not anybody else. That's fucked up. Which you straight up can't do at this point. His heart's been broken a billion pieces, or the bunnies were probably in that heart a bit. I'm liking Echidna a lot more though. He's not even trying. What were great about them? That matches the great whale? No wonder that death was so drastic. Don't pet the bunnies. Ooh. That seems tougher to kill them than the white whale. That's so many things to do at once. Yeah, I would think she could be helpful here. So she can, wait, can she bring all of them out then? Sick. Oh, if they say, they could say something that could mess with his head. It might be worth the risk though if you want to get past this. So they have to replace each other. A fucking a chibi. So this is gonna be a chibi that's like 1,000 years old or whatever, or thousands of years old. No, aren't you not supposed to? Aren't you not supposed to like look at her? Oh God! Oh God! It's because he didn't notice it. This is why you listen to Echidna. Oh, Jesus! This is what she meant by mental games? Mental... The fuck? She's attacking with love? How did love just restore him? What the fuck is going on? Okay, so they switch places. You would think she would be like true angry, not like, you know, crush angry. They're like tag teaming here. What are with all these chibis? What? This whole situation is toxic as fuck for his brain. This is when main character powers are not a good thing. Okay, so this is gluttony. Is that why she's drooling? Always hungry? It's weird because she doesn't seem bad. Technically. But they're gonna eat you first before you eat them. So was she doing stuff with good intentions? Don't let her get close. I feel like she's gonna eat his face or something. No. Oh, so you could use somebody as bait. Even though they have the same conscience though, don't you still have to kill them all at once? It's weird calling a chibi like that a... Oh fuck. She is scary. No wonder she had to be in restraints. She definitely would have ate his face. Yeah, that was a lot of nonsense. Ah, that's who she was. That was a mindfuck, though. She does seem very, very normal compared. What? Is Amelia trying to wake him up or something? That's what I said in the beginning. He needs to be able to talk to her. It's good to have a backup plan like this if everything goes astray. Oh, so you can't just keep doing it. Then you would see her again too. What? Oh yeah, this is different because she's already up. Wait, is this bad already for him? Right when he gets back? What is going on? There's too much love in this episode. Wait. Too much love! Is that the way? It does seem strange. He was doing the opposite before. Why now? And why does she love him to that extent? What does he know? Not. Whoa. That episode was, for one, insanely informative, but that last minute, the Witch of Envy, the one that's literally, you know, messing with him, you know, it's giving him the, you know, is giving him that power of being able to come back over and over and over again. Love makes sense if that's, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. That's like crazy Yandere. Like that is Yandere levels of love right there. That's scary fucking I'm gonna grab a knife and stab you a trillion times love. And that's what I thought in the first place. I was like, is that the witch? But then at the same time, anything can really pop up. But all that crap, that's insane. That's very, very. So that let me get this straight though. Is that the miasma they always talk about, or the stuff that like they said that, you know, they could smell it on Subaru? Is that what was around that witch the whole time? I'm assuming that's what that was, because but why now is she taking a physical form like this where other people can see? He got saved, and then he can see it as well. And then on top of this, to make this episode even crazier, Rosewall, he seems to know what Subaru's going through. Why does he know? That's a weird question for me. That is the biggest, I think, shock of this episode. Why the fuck does he, that last sentence, at least this is the way, you guys can let me know what you think that means in the comments down below, but I'm thinking by him saying that and stating that means that he, for some reason, knows Subaru is, because he said make the right decision next time. He knows, but how does he know, and why does he know? And does that mean that, because it looks like he's getting eaten up by it, or consumed, because he's saying, going to hell or whatever. Does that mean that Subaru, it's already too late for Subaru in this thing? Does that mean he has to die here? it's kind of unfair. He just woke up, but maybe it's because he was. This is another thing that I was getting from this. When he goes to the witch's tea party, is time, because time's still kind of technically moving because she woke up. So because he just laid there for a while, that's why this happened. That was another thing that caught me off guard. That's the only thing I can think of, that time must be moving in some way when he's there, because why would she already be gone? And why that's insane. God, I want to know your guys' opinions of this episode, seriously, because that's just the sheer end of the episode, how crazy that gets. But this entire episode was, I think the title of this is Love, 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 or whatever. Now I get it. It's fucking love. Like, everybody, there's all just love. This whole episode was just a bunch of love, but love in not the fun way. The Yandere crazy, Tsundere, every dere way of love. I swear. But I think I really am starting to like Echidna a lot more, though I think there's more to her. There had to be some significance to grabbing, even though she's grabbing that handkerchief, but it just seemed strange the way she did it. I think there's more to that. I don't think it was just a sentimental thing. It had to be something that she did there as well. But on top of it, I think what was that? The witch of, not Fury, the witch of the angry one. I think that was probably, even though she wasn't on screen for very much longer, she's supposed to be the one that's like mad and angry or whatever, but she was like the Tsundere, the ultimate Tsundere, but she technically was called in to save Subaru there. So she was kind of the underrated one. But we got to see a bunch of them. And now we know these witches, it's hard to say that they're bad. That's the thing I'm kind of getting from this. Like, the gluttony was the scariest. I felt she was definitely they were all pretty scary, but gluttony, and that's probably why she was, I feel like she would have eaten Subaru's face if she wasn't restrained. But they're all scary on their own right. God, this show is getting so good. When I watched the first season when it came out a long time ago, I watched it every week. I was in love with this. I was in love with season 1, but season 2, man, I forgot how much. This just reminds me how much I love this show. But we're learning so much in these last episodes. It's just getting, oh man, the show is so good. This is why this ReZero was one of my favorites when it came out. I hadn't watched a lot of anime to that point, but I really, man, I feel like ReZero is underrated. It's such a good show. But yeah, you guys let me know. I feel like I could talk about this forever, but you guys let me know what you think about this episode in the comments. And just, there was a lot of questions answered, but then a lot then added on. We got like a few questions answered, but then times that by 10 on more questions added. Holy hell. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 for uncut reactions of this show and all my other shows. I just started 7 Deadly Sins, so check that out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.